how crazy is Virgin?
Well, we're sailing Virgin Voyages, the adults-only cruise line, to find out.
It's a lot more than meets the eye.
Like no one under 18 years old, which is great because there's
no kids pressing buttons.
Plus so much food, music, activities, and more.
And our little squirrel brains don't know how to process it all, so
over the years, Virgin Voyages has earned a specific reputation, and we're gonna find out if it's true.
We have a visitor, Virgin.
So what will we think about this adults-only cruise line?
I think we're gonna fit right in.
Subscribe to our channel to follow this series and join our YouTube membership for more perks.
You know, we make our own fun here on Random Recess.
You know what time it is.
Is it gonna hold my fat butt?
It's recess time.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe the time is already here. Now we're a little nervous. This is our first time sailing Virgin. As you can see behind me, we've made it here to Miami, and this is our first time. You're gonna hear that a lot. Hopefully it's not too annoying, but super excited. This is 18 plus, meaning adults only. First time ever experiencing something like this. This is a smaller cruise line, and it has a great reputation and also a bad reputation. So we'll see what's what once we get on board, but so happy and thrilled to take you all along with us.
This is so cool. So we've never been to Terminal V in Miami. V for Virgin, get it? And we're the only ship in port right now. All the other ships have gone because Virgin actually doesn't leave until way later. So we actually don't leave port till like 5 or 5:30, I think. I'll have to check what time sail away is. And we're getting on the ship at like 3 o'clock. But it's really cool. We're the only ship here, and she's right behind us, the Scarlet Lady. The Virgin Terminal is really nice. It's a little smaller than I expected, but this is a small cruise line, and it's very modern, very sleek. They have this really nice outdoor area where you can like relax right by the ship, right before you get called in. But we're about to go through security, so we'll drop you off here and pick you up on the other side on the gangway. But Abed and I are so excited. Our first Virgin cruise.
So like we said, this is the first time that we've sailed with Virgin. We didn't realize you could actually drop off your bags and get your little thingy. I guess your little wristband thing. We don't know what it is, some sort of RFID thing. I guess your instead of a card, you get, well, I guess we're gonna find out. It's a little bracelet. And then if you do that, you can get on the ship a lot faster, which makes sense because you've already had your passport checked and everything. So we probably should have known that because we watched a lot of vlogs from our friends about sailing this, but we forgot. So it is what it is. So this is definitely a very interesting process, but it looks like they have a ton of employees working, so we'll probably get on, I'm hoping, in the next like 30 minutes.
All right, we made it through security. That was a little bit of a different process to get checked in, but it didn't take too long. We were in probably a 20-minute line. We got our wristbands. These are everything that you need. You pay with these. This is your room key. I hope I don't lose it, but do you think that, do you think there's enough red in here? I mean, we're going on the Scarlet Lady, and Virgin is known for red, so did you bring some red clothes of it?
Oh my gosh, just sailors!
All right, we were one floor up. We got to go to E6, which is down. So we're gonna go down these giant stairs.
Okay, so we're here at Razzle Dazzle because we need to fix a few reservations, really just one. I gotta say, the muster drill, like safety video you have to watch is one of the longest. It's like over 6 minutes long, and it's still going. Like I'm watching it right now, but hopefully we are in queue to change a few of our reservations, so we'll find out in a second. But
you know, any muster drill that I don't have to go outside for, I'm looking at you, Disney Cruise Line, I am a fan of. So, not too bad. The bed's right though. Super long video, and they make you watch it regardless. Like we mustered, and the guy was like, "Have you watched the video?" And we're like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, that's fine. We'll just do it." So you would think that would bypass the video in the app, but no. We're sitting here watching it back at 2 times speed. That's fine. We're waiting for a manager to talk to switch our dining reservations around. There's a little bit of an itinerary change due to weather, so lots of people are shuffling, so not a big deal, but we're like a little overwhelmed. It's a brand new ship. There's lots going on, lots to see. And our little squirrel brains don't know how to process it all. So it's actually good that we're kind of just chilling and waiting right now. All right, Abed. We're going to the room. This is a first for us on a cruise ship, going straight to the cabin. But here on Virgin, because you board so late, your cabins are already ready. And man, these hallways are cool with the LED lights, and I think these change color depending on like the night. So Scarlet Night, I think they're all gonna be red, but they're pretty cool blue right now. Let's go to the room. Dang, our bags are already here.
I feel like most people just check their stuff or they carry on.
That's crazy, but like we came late and gave our bags to the porters, and they're already at here. Like, it's probably been like, what, an hour since we checked in? It's pretty good timing. Oh, we got to use our things. I was looking for the card. There we go. Hey, all right, let's go check out the room. All right, you guys, we made it into our cabin, and Abed and I have to live in it for a little bit before we give you our final thoughts on it. But first impressions, it's pretty nice. Now, one thing that we were worried about is the bed. I think that's like the most controversial thing about these Virgin Voyages cabins. And the videos that we watched were right. The bed is so low to the ground and it's very firm. It's giving pull-out couch, but I think you can request a mattress topper, which we're gonna do. And you know what? We're gonna make do with the bed. We've slept on more uncomfortable beds than this one, and I bet it'll get better as the cruise goes on. But overall, so far so good. But like I said, we'll give you our final impressions once we live in it for a little bit. Now, one thing that I do see that I'm very excited about trying is the hammock on the balcony. That's like the iconic Virgin room amenity, the hammock. And the nice thing about Virgin Voyages, at least on this ship, and I think most of its ships, over 80% of the cabins are balcony staterooms, which means that you're gonna get a hammock if you stay in one of the balcony rooms. So we're definitely gonna give that a try. I've never been good at getting in and out of hammocks, so that should be fun. All right, I think you need to do some like creative balcony furniture readjustment in order to like fully lay out in the hammock, but this is nice. It's comfortable. I bet you gotta try this. Do I look relaxed?
Now, I'm not much of a hammock boy, so it'll be interesting to see if I use it, but Chris does look really comfortable. I'm kind of thrown off my cruising game because we got on so late. I mean, we got on well past 3 p.m., but we are going to get settled in, like Chris said. We do need to find like what else is going on this ship. It's our first time on Virgin. I know we've said that way too much, but I gotta say, I can't wait for Sail Away. Sailing out of Miami when we sailed on Icon was just, well, iconic. And now we're doing it again on Virgin. Really excited for that. But I'm also really hungry. I'm hoping that I can sneak in a snack.
We do have an early dinner. It's weird because we're used to boarding a cruise around lunchtime and like going to the buffet, but the sun's going down and we just got on the ship. So I think we're gonna go watch Sail Away and then immediately go to dinner and then explore the ship after that. There's a lot to do in a short amount of time, all right?
Ahoy, sailors. Our assembly stations are now open for check-in.
One nice thing about an adults-only cruise is the elevators. We've gotten a free one on embarkation day. We're going up to the Sail Away party. This is crazy. Unheard of. No kids pressing buttons.
Deck 15. Feel a part of the family, so when I say ahoy, you say ahoy. Let's try that one more time. Ahoy, sailors! Well, welcome on board the Scarlet Lady. My name is Eliza, the hostess, and we are your happy sailors!
All right, we're up here at Sail Away on deck 15, and they're giving out free champagne. So already like Virgin, already giving it points because unlimited free champagne while we sail away. It's very loud up here. They are bumping the music, and of course they're playing Pitbull. We're in Miami. Mr. 305. The vibe is good up here. It's not as crazy as I thought it would be, and people are pretty chill. But after a few of these, I bet that'll change.
Now, I'm not getting like a huge party feeling. Granted, we have just, I don't even know that we've set sail. They've just kicked everything off. But it'll be interesting to see like how crazy is Virgin? I don't know. So far, it seems actually pretty normal. You know, we're good either way. You know, we make our own fun here on Random Recess. You gonna do it?
You gotta get on the other side though. I can't do it one-sided.
What do you mean?
You gotta have another person. You gotta go sit on the other side.
Okay, two grown men seesawing. Ow! Why'd you slam me down?
All right. How long has it been since we've seesawed?
I don't know.
Forever. But, oh look, we're basically just doing squats. Why are we exercising?
Yeah, this isn't. Let's stop. I think get off.
I'll go up.
Okay. All right, get off. All right, we're good. Yeah, some of the things here on this ship are really interesting. These are like some sort of swing, and I found it. I found the iconic thing that you're supposed to do on any Virgin ship, and yes, I am going the wrong way. I'm like salmon swimming upstream. Okay, so did you even cruise on a Virgin ship if you didn't come up here and pay respects to the Virgin sign? I don't think so. This ship is definitely a lot smaller than I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. Now, it reminds me of the Carnival Freedom class. In fact, I think it's about the same tonnage, if I'm not mistaken, because I just looked it up. But that's actually our favorite size. That in like Vista class, which is a little bigger than this. But really excited to explore it. It's so manageable. Like the decks are smaller. I mean, everything is just within reach, and you're not having to like trek miles and miles like on Icon or Star of the Seas. But it is Thanksgiving Eve, and we are setting sail here in Miami. Sunset soiree. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah, so it was interesting at the sail away party. I don't know what we were expecting. I think we were expecting like a bigger party, just because that's kind of what you see in the advertising and marketing. But it honestly wasn't. Like, the music's going, and it feels like a club, but nobody's really dancing. Everybody's just kind of hanging out and like drinking. So it almost was like more of a cocktail hour than a party. There weren't like big line dances going on. Now granted, the pool deck is pretty small, so there's not a ton of room. And maybe everyone's saving their energy for PJ night and Scarlet night, the big deck parties here. We'll have to see. That's later on in the cruise. But the sail away party, pretty chill vibes. I honestly am not mad at it. I kind of enjoyed it. And yeah, ready to sail away from Miami now.
All right. Okay, so we are walking through, I think this is called the galley. And, oh, it is. Okay, there's a giant sign. But we're kind of in a hurry. We have dinner plans tonight. I'm sure we're going to hit this at some point on this cruise. Y'all, this is a long series, so just make sure to hit that subscribe button. But bento, baby. Okay, there's so much I want to try, but I'm not ready to try any of it. So yeah, the galley. I know we'll be back here for sure. Probably for breakfast. But, okay, looking for the exit. We're trying to get to dinner. We have a little bit of time, but I also kind of want a pre-dinner cocktail.
All right, one nice thing about Virgin Voyages, very much like Disney Cruise Line, is that soda is included with your cruise fare, so you don't have to purchase a beverage package to get Cokes. And here in the galley, they have kind of like semi-freestyle machines. They're essentially like freestyle light machines. Not as many options, but just enough. So that's a really nice amenity here on Virgin, is that you don't have to pay extra for sodas, coffee, tea, water, juice. It's all included. All right, so we're sat here at Gumbae. If you're unfamiliar with this concept, it's actually like communal Korean barbecue. So you're sitting with a group, and we're here with two other couples that we don't know. So that's cool. We'll get to know them. And yeah, what better way can you bond with people than over food and Korean barbecue? So we'll probably do a bunch of B-roll and tell you about it afterwards because it's kind of loud in here. But we'll see you after, and I hope it's good. It's already really lively in here. All right, we finished our dinner at Gumbae, and because we didn't get enough to eat, because clearly they were underserving us in there, and they were starving us pretty much, there was just not enough food to go around. We had to come out and get some dessert. We were eyeing these desserts in the galley before we went to Gumbae, and we were like, we have to come back out and get them. I don't know where it's gonna go, because there was a lot of food to be had at dinner time, but let's talk about the experience. Gumbae was so much fun. It's a communal dining experience, so you sit with strangers and you really get to interact with one another. Surprisingly, it took about 2 hours for dinner, so it's not a short experience, but They cook for you. It's Korean style barbecue. There's tons of food. So we actually just ordered family style and they brought out a bunch of stuff for us to share. And I have to say, everything that we had was really tasty. There was just a wide variety of different food. The only thing that I will say is I wish they would let you cook the food because some of the meats that we got were a little overdone, but I think they did that on purpose just to make sure that no one's eating undercooked seafood or undercooked pork. That makes sense.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna cut in right now. I know we're talking about the food and it's great, but I'm feeling these drinks. You know what? We were a little nervous, but everyone at the table's been amazing. We've met a lot of great people here on Virgin, and for our first dining experience on Virgin, so far so great. But back to Chris explaining everything. Roll it.
They were really good about food allergies and asking about food intolerances before you get started because different meats are touching the grill and all of that. So if you're gluten-free, if you can't eat shellfish, anything like that, just let them know. But lovely couples that we ate with, and I'm sure we'll see them around the ship. There's a fun drinking game that you get to do at the beginning with some soju. It's just a good time, right? It loosens you up, gets you ready to just dine with strangers and get to know people that are on the cruise with you.
Gumbae. Okay, now it's the final now. Alright. We're gonna start from 42. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Gumbae.
42. 44. 48. 50. 52. 54. 58. Gumbae. Yeah!
Big applause for the winner! You have a shot as well?
All right, that's my prize.
Gumbae.
All right, Abed cutting it again. We're almost at dessert. Everything has been great so far. I gotta say, the mood lighting in here, like the lights turned down, y'all, we're having a great time. I gotta say, so far, at least for Abed Cam, I'm cutting in. Sorry, Chris. This is a 5 out of 5 so far. But dessert? Chris, tell us about desserts.
Well, Abed, I don't know what's for dessert because I didn't hear what he was saying to us. I may have had a couple shots of soju and another cocktail. So I would have to say I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 because it was just so much fun. Definitely unique. You don't see Korean barbecue on cruise ships. And the quality of the food was really good. Even though some of the meat was a little bit overdone, I'm going to overlook that because the experience of Gumbae was just so much fun and we had such a good time.
Okay, so we're on the Scarlet Lady. It only makes sense that we're gonna have second dessert. Yes, second dessert. Do not judge. We're gonna start with the Scarlet Lady because we're on the Scarlet Lady. So let's slice in. I think it's supposed to be like a passion fruit. Oh yeah, like a mousse. See that? You gotta follow your heart, follow your instincts. That's actually really good. It's super smooth, texture's good. Chocolate's not overwhelming. If you like passion fruit, you're really gonna like that. I know I'm being dramatic, but that's actually really good. But this is what I want. This is the special of today. It's some sort of death by chocolate. I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but look at that. Brucey would be so impressed. And it is really good. Now, I don't know on your sailing when it is, but you see this right here. You see this, get it. Especially if you love chocolate, especially if you like chocolate cake as well. Like this is not quite Matilda's chocolate cake, but the mousse inside is very similar to what's in the Scarlet Lady, but it is super moist. This is a 5 out of 5.
One thing that I really enjoy about this ship so far, obviously that it's not a mega ship. It's not huge at all. It's actually pretty small, but it's so thoughtfully laid out and there's so many places for you to like hang out and just relax. Like right now, I'm kind of hanging out in a porthole, but there's like a little library next to me that you can pull some books off, read. There's some live music going on. And yeah, it's just like a nice little escape from the busy parts of the ship. And these are everywhere. And the ship smells really good. I don't know if this is like a signature Virgin scent, but it smells really good. And all the different color lights are just like really setting a good vibe. The design of the ship has just really impressed me so far. All right, so we made our way over to a place called the Social Club Diner. And it's really neat. It's a cool place to hang out, but they have all of these board games that you can just play, borrow and play. They have Clue, Monopoly, Stratego. They even have Splendor, which is a really fun game that our friend Hippie taught us. And we actually have the Marvel version of that. But, you know, board games are like a really fun activity to bring on cruises, to do on sea days and stuff. And I'm really glad that they have such a cool, big variety of games to choose from.
One thing that was really difficult about boarding later is that, especially for a new ship, we didn't have an opportunity to really explore it, get our bearings before we sailed away. So that's kind of what we're doing now. It's going to be a long night, but we're just kind of exploring. There's a social club arcade. Don't film me losing. And it's actually free. You don't actually have to pay. We were playing some video games in there. Chris is pretty much dominating at Mortal Kombat. That's just not my game. But all of the different bars, everything is curated so well. I feel like I'm yelling now, but really excited maybe to grab another cocktail and just relax. But we're probably just gonna run around the ship as if we were just boarding for the first time. Okay, I know this is a Virgin ship and I know it's small, but where is everybody? Seriously, we walked around the ship. I've never seen a ship disperse people so well. I thought Royal did a great job, but I am impressed right now. I can't find people, and this is, I mean, there's like 2,800 people, I think.
Yeah, there's 2,800 people on this ship, and there are just so many places to like hang out. There's so many bars, so many restaurants. I guess it does help that A, the pool deck is not that large, so they save space there. And then second, there's no kids area, so they don't have to dedicate spaces to like kids clubs or anything like that. So that's another bit that like saves a lot of room and they can put other stuff. But like, let's take the aft, for example. We're out on the deck. There's like a lot of seating out here, tons of seating, and there's literally not a single person out here. There's a bar out here. There's just nobody out here. Now, maybe they're at dinner, I don't know. But even when we were walking through on deck 7 from the front to the back, we went through like a bunch of different bars, and the only place that really had a lot of concentration of people was the social club, and that's because they were doing trivia. The sip lounge, nobody was there, and even like there's a juice bar in the back of the ship that I don't know if that's open, but there was nobody there. And there are a couple other bars that we walked through that like there were a few people here and there, but honestly, this is really cool, and it doesn't feel like a huge like party vibe yet. Now I know there's like parties later on in the night, but right now it just feels oddly chill, which I'm not mad at, but I'm kind of surprised because I wasn't expecting that coming on Virgin. Abed, this is what I'm talking about. Nobody's using this space to lounge out. We're in a place called the Dock House, I think, and they just have like all this seating and this like giant couch bed thing. Honestly, super comfy, and I might just fall asleep here, you know? If the bed's too uncomfortable, I know where to go.
Okay, Chris, I can't believe you're even gonna sit on this thing because
I don't know if those would support me. Do you think it'll...
I don't know, but you don't let us have anything with a quote, "Live, laugh, love" is not allowed in our house.
It's not. But we're on a cruise ship, and I don't own this, so they can do whatever they want here. And it's live, breathe, laugh, love here. It's different.
Okay, so if we add breathe, I can have it at home?
You cannot. Is it gonna hold my fat butt? Let's see. Okay. This is cool. There's so many places for photo ops on this ship.
Y'all, we're walking through what you might consider the heart of the ship, and it's very quiet. I feel like I'm the loudest person here at the moment. We found the ice cream. Lick me till I scream. I found it.
Points for the name of that ice cream place. Lick me till ice cream. I got the key lime pie in honor of our next port stop, our first port stop tomorrow, Key West. Hopefully we'll get some key lime pie tomorrow, but it is Thanksgiving and who knows if anything's going to be open, but we roll with the punches. Alright, key lime pie, let's taste it. I wish it were a little more limey. It's just like a hint of lime, but props for the wooden spoon. If you know, you know. This is how you're supposed to eat ice cream.
So I got like the chocolate hazelnut and on a midnight cone. I love ice cream. Andy's frozen custard is my favorite. It is the best. It's goated. We are the loudest ones here. There's nobody here. Where is everybody? We're about to get like, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words right now. I am shocked. You see these videos on YouTube about Virgin and you have this one idea of it. Now, who knows? Again, the night's not over. And there's some stuff gonna, there's some big parties, at least on the docket. But right now, I am just shocked. Where is everybody? What's happening? Are we just, I know this is our first time. Maybe we're just like, maybe we're in the wrong place. Everyone's having fun somewhere and we're here just eating ice cream. Well, that's fun for me and I'm fine with that. But also, where is everybody? We're gonna figure this out tonight. Trust me on that. But I've already eaten most of this and it's delightful, 5 out of 5. So if you're coming on here, lick me till ice cream. You gotta go.
All right, you guys. We're not adding any audio in. We're at the roundabout, which is the center of the ship, kind of the hub. And it's about 8. It's 8:30, 8:29. And not a lot going on. There's no music. It's really quiet. People are just kind of humming around. It's 8:30. Where's the party at?
And yes, if you're keeping track, that is our third dessert. Hey, we're on an adults only cruise. We can eat as much dessert as we want. But maybe 3 is enough. Maybe 3 is the cap. Y'all, the ship appears bigger than it is. Every corner I take, suddenly there's shops and it opens up even more. But this is not a very big ship.
There's a really great use of space on this ship. It's also because we haven't never been on this ship, so like everything's new to us, but it looks small from the outside. And when we were walking around the pool deck, we were like, oh, this ship isn't very large, but it's a lot more than meets the eye.
I bought something. It was on clearance for $40. Normally it's like $80, so it's like half off. But is it really on clearance? But anyway, I spend more in theme parks, so why not? And you know what? You only live once. But look at this. What I like about it is it's subtle. As you can see, there's just a logo here, Virgin Voyages. In the back, nothing. Nothing. So, you know what? I like a little subtlety. Sometimes I want like a big, Spirit jersey, like Virgin Voyages on the back. And who knows? I'm still going to look. I'm going to shop. They sell luggage. I can pack more and send to Texas. But I'm happy with this. It's on clearance. Speaking of Spirit jersey, should I do it? I was just mentioning it. Huh? No? That'll be Chris's purchase for me. Thank you.
All right, so this is really cool. Abed and I are big sticklers for technology in the room, and they have these little mini iPads that control basically everything in your room, from the temperature to the curtains to the lights, the TV. You can order room service on here, I think. There's tons of stuff, right? But you can actually, aside from controlling all the lighting within your room, you can actually set different moods. And so I have it in photo shoot right now, but there's a really funny one. Let's see. Pump it up. All right. The get it on mood. Let's hit that and see what happens to the room. Oh, the curtains are closing. The lights dim. You got the nice little ambient red lighting. The TV starts playing sexy music. This is hilarious. I love it. Okay, this is a cool touch, Virgin. I like it.
All right, y'all. So, yes. We're on a Thanksgiving cruise, and yes, I am dressed as a turkey. Comment down below. It's perfect, isn't it? These are also for PJ night. There's a whole thing. But I know we said there was like nobody, but there are corners where people are kind of congregating. There was live music, actually. Uh-oh, we have a visitor. Virgin.
Hello.
Hi. Okay, I'm back. Yes, that was our room steward. Very nice. And yes, his first impression of me is as a turkey. So that happened. I feel dead inside now. But I'm also lying because I'm all for the theatrics. But anyway, Virgin Voyages, I know we were kind of calling out that there was no one around. We're having a little bit of cheeky fun. There's actually quite a lot of people on board, but you don't feel it. Now, we won't know our full review and thoughts on Virgin Voyages till the end, but yeah, people are kind of moving in packs. They do move in herds here on Virgin Voyages to wherever the live music and show is happening. And I guess that's really no different than any other cruise line, but all I know is it's time for PJ night or whatever's happening tonight. There's a lot going on, and I'm so excited to just be part of it. And y'all, I'm not the only one dressed.
Listen, Abed is a turkey. I'm like turkey early stage, okay? You know, we're repurposing it. On Royal, we were ducks. And now I might be like a baby chicken. I don't know. We're both fowl, though, okay? We're both playing fowls, and we're both ready for PJ night. And I think there's also a drag performer show that we're going to try to go to. There's just a lot going on, okay? And we're dressed like this. I think we're going to fit right in.
You're probably thinking that we would be embarrassed, but you must be new to our channel. Go back and watch some of our videos. How are y'all? Par for the course. We made it.
Just normal things on a cruise.
Nothing to see here. You wearing this again kind of reminds me of that bit that Conan O'Brien, when he was on NBC, he had this costume. And he would repurpose it like hundreds of times to lower the cost. You know what I mean?
We're getting our money's worth out of it, okay?
Exactly. Every time you use it, you just divide it by number of videos.
That's what I'm saying. We're being economical, okay?
Right, exactly. Look, it's been an expensive year. Oh, elevator dance. Get it? Get it? Get it? Now, if someone walks in right now with a turkey and a chicken doing some sort of dance.
All right, so we just got out of the manor from seeing Lights, Camera, Drag, which is a drag show here on the Scarlet Lady, and it was so much fun.
Okay, step one. These green lasers are doing absolutely nothing for my complexion. Let's get rid of them. All right, that was easy.
Listen, if you've never been to a show like that, highly recommend. So much fun. This one was themed around like movies, and it's not your typical drag show. It's like little elements of drag mixed with like a play.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the manor. I am your diva for this week. Everyone say hi, Carlos.
And the effects in the manor were really cool. They had like lasers, and the lighting was neat. The effects were cool. Of course, the diva. You got to see any show that the diva is in.
The importance of body language. That friend was, of course, M. Night Shyamalan. Lights, camera, action! Let's see if I can recall the choreography.
So good. It was funny, it was entertaining.
I bet you didn't know this about me, but I was a member of the Russian women's rhythmic gymnastics team for 10 years.
It was just, you know, kind of a different show. Not really something that we're used to seeing on cruise ships. Obviously, we're used to seeing stuff on Royal Caribbean with like Cirque du Soleil, high diving from the top of the cruise ship and ice skating and things like that. This was a much more intimate show, and it felt, you know, a little bit more niche and super fun, unique. It felt unique and something that you're not going to get on every cruise line. So if you're here on Virgin, highly recommend, go see the drag show, go see the diva, anything that the diva's in, whoever the diva is on your ship, go see them. It's awesome.
Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
All right, Chris, cheers.
Cheers.
I mean, we've already
We finally got our martinis. Of course we were gonna get them. Where's the martini boys? We're sitting at On the Rocks bar, which is on deck 6. I'm still getting my bearings around the ship, but I like this bar. It's kind of tucked away, and they're playing live music. Bartenders are great. And to give you some frame of reference, cocktails here run around $15, so not horrible. But yeah, these martinis are amazing. And I like the vibe here. It's like really relaxed, listening to some live music, drinking some good drinks. Dressed like a duck.
We're gonna get our thoughts together, y'all. We have a lot to say. We are compiling a list of what we like, what we don't like about Virgin. This is our first one, obviously. Take a shot every time. Chris and Abed mentioned that. But I don't know. I think it's going to surprise some people. You may not know where we're going with our full review. We don't really know. But we're here for 4 nights. And on the last episode, we definitely are going to... We have a lot to say. We're filling up our notes app as we speak. But yeah, we're having a blast.
These stairs, why are they so large?
These are seriously like the largest stairs on planet Earth. It's not the Martinis, I promise, but like, look at this. I have to like really stretch. Chris, redesign these stairs, please.
Alright, so we made it to the pizza place because naturally we're hungry again, and we're on a cruise, okay? Don't judge us. But we wanted to try the pizza. We've heard nothing but rave reviews about the pizza here on Virgin. And I mean, our friends, Views and Cues, even put it into their Hall of Fame. So, I mean, that's something, okay? It doesn't look like much. It looks like typical cruise pizza, but look can be deceiving. And we just got normal pepperoni. They do have some other flavors. And I also like that they have grab-and-go salads here, too. I might have to partake in one of those later, but... The pizza, of course, Abed and I chose like the darkest corner to film this in, so sorry, but the pizza looks decent. Oh, it's really hot. Okay, should we let that cool off a little bit so I don't burn the shit out of my mouth? See you in like 5 minutes.
A few moments later.
Alright, it's 5 minutes later. It definitely isn't 30 seconds later because I'm too impatient. We're gonna do the classic pizza fold, okay? Try to keep the top layer of skin in the inside of my mouth here. That is very good pizza. The pepperonis are nice. I will say it's a lot of cheese. Way more cheese than like on a Carnival pizza or on a Royal Caribbean pizza. This might be the best cruise ship pizza I've had yet. Now I've only had Royal, Carnival, and Disney, but this beats all 3 of them. I'm gonna have to get another one of these, probably several more of these as the cruise goes on. This is good. And they do not skimp on the cheese. So if you like cheese on your pizza, you're gonna love Pizza Place. And the crust, I mean, it's not like super charred or anything, but it gets the job done.
I'm not on board to say that it's like the best I've had, but it's actually, it is. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of torn because they give you so much cheese. Like, there's so much cheese on here. I'm definitely gonna come back, and I definitely want to try that white pizza that definitely was calling my name. But we wanted to, you know, start out with the classic pepperoni. That's how you evaluate a pizza place. You go with like either a cheese or pepperoni. Comment down below. What is your go-to? Like, I'm gonna test out if this place is worth trying anything else on their menu. To us, it's the pepperoni, but yeah, I give it a 5 out of 5. This is really good.
Okay, it's officially 11, which means it's time for the PJ party. And there's so many onesies, so we're not alone. So,
We're not alone, ever.
See, I told you, we're not alone. There are so many parties going on all throughout the ship. I think there's like 4 different ones and then a 5th unofficial one on the Rocks Bar. So we're just gonna wander around and see what we can get into.
It does seem like the ship is now alive. It is past 11. The party has started. So yeah, I guess Pajama Party is on now. Gobble gobble.
Ahoy, sailors up here!
Okay, we are back at the manor. This is where they had the deck show. And I mean, the lights coming in are just so great, but all right, this seems to be where the party is. Let's find out.
Everybody, you're all looking so festive. You know what I think it's time for? We're here to make sure that your week is absolutely fantastic. Now, here's the thing. This is my PJ party now. Favorite place of dancing under the stars. I'm waiting for a board. There's the way until fall. Just wanna, yo, now. We just wanna. Just wanna. Sing.
Called the Gobbler. The only thing about the entrance here to the manor is that it's like a fun house. Be careful, you may run into a wall. That may be from experience, y'all. That may be from experience. All right, y'all. The manor was fun. There was a lot going on in there. The dance floor was bumping. That is the Virgin that we've seen on TV. But we're gonna find something else to get into right now, because that dance floor was bumping. It was a little hot for this turkey.
All right, the Manor dance party was crazy. It actually feels like a nightclub in there. It's pretty cool. They have lasers and the DJ was spinning some millennial hits. You can definitely tell the age demographic of this ship by the music they were playing. It was definitely a lot of early 2000s, which I'm not mad at. But there are so many other activities to do during the PJ party. Like they have an art station set up where you can make like your own canvases. And I made a little heart. That's cute. I call it Heart in a Cage. It's a fun little activity. So there's lots of stuff to do. If you just want to chill at a bar, you can. If you want to go party and rage at the manor, you can do that. If you want to come make some arts and crafts, you can do that. They have something for everyone. I guess it took till after 11 for the ship to come alive finally, because it's a buzz with activity now. I guess everyone was taking a nap, or maybe they were at dinner. But pajamas everywhere, onesies everywhere, everyone's having a great time. And yeah, I guess adults want to stay up late.
Okay, we are back in the room, y'all. Look, we've had a crazy day, but I gotta show you my art. Now, people down there were questioning whether or not this is considered art. Now look at this. You tell me. See, the thing is, the question mark indicates curiosity. No means no. I think that's pretty obvious. And then the squiggly lines and dots, well, if you know, you know. This is art, and I stand by that. Chris, your heart is beautiful. Thank you so much. It's gonna make this room really glow. Yeah, that. But this here, it's gonna make you think. It's gonna make you really think. That being said, thank you so much for watching. This is our first episode here aboard Scarlet Lady. What ship is this? Okay, I got it right this time. The first time we have sailed Virgin. Dear God, I promise we're gonna stop saying that. If you made it this far, that is our promise to you. Also, we want to invite you to subscribe to our channel, join our YouTube membership for extra perks. We hope you enjoyed it. We've actually enjoyed our first night, and we can't wait to take you along this 4-night sailing here aboard the Scarlet Lady. There's more to come. See y'all on the next one. And like we always say, live life one recess at a time.